10 years of his life, Ezra Pound, indicted as a traitor, classified as a lunatic, yet undoubtedly the greatest creative figure in modern poetry, had decided to rest his case. Wounded and hurt by the distortion of his ideas, he set out to understand himself through the catalyst of another great innovative mind, Monteverdi. Whereas Monteverdi the composer had found order in order, Pound had always sought order from chaos. But as the poet nears death, the magnificence of the music makes him suspect that he may have made the wrong choice.
When a prodigy is born into a great emptiness, a striving, attention, an outward pressure proportional. 8 all words ending in ow. Proportionate must be a word. H rather than ow. Ow. I was right. Proportionate. Adequately adapted 1680. If you want to be clear, be archaic. Proportionate to the scale of that vastness accompanies the event. So it was with little old me, whose nativity in the mountainous wastes of Idaho, perched on the edge of a molar in the Rockies' Sawtooth Range, was watched over by eagles. From the first, the mind of that ominously gifted brat had to expand to fill the enormous space around his head. This dynamic process and the attendant stresses and strains informs the life work and music of Ezra Loomis Pound, Saints and Mud. It is the tempo of his gargantuan talent, the rubato of his righteousness. Yes. Have another run at it. Directly approach the essence. The place of my nativity was a small mining camp in the Rockies. When I left town, it was behind the first rotary snowplow burrowing through to the outside world. Though only a babe in arms at the time, this made such a powerful impression upon my tender, untried perceptions that whenever I leave a place or persona forever, I hear that noise and see white stuff flying past the windows of my mind.
Pound on Mr. Greenhill by David Pownall, with Richard Johnson as the poet Ezra Pound, Ronald Pickup as Mr. Greenhill, and Claire Higgins as Olga Rudge. Pound on Mr. Greenhill.
Will you fasten up, please, Mr. Ginsburg?
I'll try. The last person who sat here is still determining my space. Taking that further, all human space is adjusted round history.
Let me adjust it for you.
Sure. It may not help in your job to know this, but you're always flying with ghosts.
Yes, sir.
Itinerary. Pop in on the Pope in Rome. Possibility of a paseo with Ezra Pound in Venice.
Are you gonna ask him how to write a poem?
No, anyone can do that. Even you. I want to ask him how to be consistent. 80 years old and live on water.
Wow. What a prowling pussy. What a purring magnificat. He hath scattered the proud in the imagination of their hearts. He has put down the mighty from their seats. If you weren't too goddamn fastidious to write film music, Mr. Monteverdi, Mr. Greenhill, they'd make you Hollywood millionaire. Gondola?
Si, signore.
Monteverdi weren't ever ashamed to aim his musical arrows straight for the heart, and he was ever accurate. But you couldn't hit Saint Sebastian if you were standing on his toes.
Lost again, poets. Lost again, poets.
You going my way, oarsman?
Where does the poets want to go?
Special rates for residents and exiles. I ain't no goddamn tourist, remember? There once was a brainy baboon who always breathed down a bassoon, for he said it appears that in millions of years I shall certainly hit on a tune.
Your day's work?
That took a month to write. Show some appreciation, Mr. Greenhill. I may not be as good as you, but I'm quick. I wrote this one in 10 minutes flat. Winter is a-comin' in, lewd sing cuckoo, goddamn the weather. Trash, trash. Let 'em eat trash.
If you want me to hear what you're saying, speak up.
In the beginning, this was to be the graph in literature. Homer, Virgil, Dante, Pound. And that would be a crescendo. Shadows here again. Hey, you!
Huh?
Come over here!
Me?
Yes, you! Anyone else in the alley except cats?
Huh?
Huh? America's one great contribution to the language.
Sorry.
You've been following me. Every time I leave the house, you trail along behind.
No, sir.
Yes, sir.
Oh, no, sir. You're mistaken.
Never. I even put on a proletarian disguise to try and shake you off. You weren't taken in. I like that in anyone.
The cane, sir. You always keep the cane.
Oh, God damn it, I forgot. The proletariat only use canes for growing tomatoes. Did you enjoy the Monteverdi?
Uh-huh.
When in doubt, huh? When in double doubt, huh? Did Monteverdi bring tears to your eyes?
I'm sorry, sir. I
You
don't
should
know what...
follow him, not me. You might learn something. I saw you skulking at the back of the church. How tall are you, boy?
6'6"?
Not a good height for skulking.
I didn't mean to annoy you, Mr. Pound.
Come into the house and let's have a closer look at you. Meow!
Huh? What's that?
She'll let us in. What's your name?
Gold, sir.
Anyone bother to give you a first name to brighten up the second?
Caleb, sir.
These mothers. I have a friend with me, a devotee of the cult of Ez.
Pound, it's late. Send him away.
He's all right.
I don't mean to be rude, whoever you are, but it's no time to come visiting.
He's just a kid.
I'll
If you want
go.
to see Dr. Pound, ring for an appointment. You'll probably have to wait a week or so. He's very busy.
Come in, son. Caleb, this is Olga. She ain't quite as bad as she sounds. She looks after me just like your mom looked after you.
You're impossible, Ezra. Perhaps you could come back in the morning.
Sure.
This is the boy I told you about, the one who's been following me all week.
Oh. I'll have a word with you, young man.
Come on,
What do you think you were
sit
doing?
yourself down,
This
Caleb.
behavior
Thank
is
you, sir.
completely unacceptable. And it's wrong of you, Pound, to encourage it in any way.
She goes on for hours like this sometimes, but she's sweet.
Why have you been following Dr. Pound?
When she's feeling protective and formal, she brings in this doctor. You call me Uncle Ernst.
Didn't you realize it would frighten him?
What, me? Frightened? That calls for a big girl. I ain't scared or nothing. If he wants to kill me, that's fine. I should be killed.
Stop that. It's not funny.
How old are you, son?
I'll be 22 in September.
Oh, that's a quarter of my age. What does 1/4 want from 4/4?
I just wanted to watch you.
Oh, I've always been worth watching.
I know it sounds stupid, sir, but I do have a reason.
Well, we'll leave it and not waste our time. I can't stand anything stupid and reasonable.
Dr. Pound has a right to privacy in his retirement. You should be ashamed to be caught snooping on him.
Yes, ma'am.
Dr. Pound is not in the best of health.
Son, don't listen to her. What are you doing in this rotten old town?
Oh, no, sir. Venice is great.
Never be taken in by beauty. It's a sure sign of corruption. You should be in Florida on the beach.
Well, trip's my graduation present. Dad suggested Hawaii. I said I wanted to come here. I asked to come because I wanted to see you.
Young man, this is all fascinating, but that reason you mentioned, I'm very tired and I'd like to get to bed.
My guess is it's a simple case of hero worship. I'm the most interesting person ever to come from Philadelphia, which must still be the most boring place on the planet.
Yes, sir. It's still that.
Good. I don't like things to change too much, except when I've organized it.
When I got here and asked around, everyone said you don't talk anymore. But you do.
Tempus loquendi, tempus tacendi. A time to speak, a time to keep your mouth shut.
That'll do, no more. Make your conquest complete some other time. You must be very tired.
Like hell I am. I've always admired persistence. I wouldn't have given Joyce, Eliot, Hemingway, and Yeats a leg up if they hadn't had persistence.
Is anyone with you on this trip?
My mom and dad. Sir, may I ask you a very personal question?
Only one's worth asking. Go ahead.
Are you Catholic now?
Sometimes, but in a Presbyterian kind of way.
You sure go to church a lot.
Haven't you worked that out yet?
Huh?
I go for the music. The music in the churches you followed me to. Monteverdi. You didn't notice how it all hangs together? Speaks with one voice made up of many?
No, sir, I didn't notice that.
You didn't come with any friends of your own age?
No, ma'am, only my parents. They don't know what I've been doing. They don't even know Mr. Pound lives here.
Well, this is all very odd. Young man, no matter what Dr. Pound says, you're not to stay the night.
No, ma'am, I won't.
I'll be up in an hour or so. By the time he leaves, he'll hate me, I promise.
I wouldn't want to do that. Good night, ma'am.
Good night.
You should hear her render Bach's Chaconne on her fiddle. I never tire of it.
You sure like music.
That's right. Choose women who can play. You get cheap entertainment. Well, let's get this thorn out of your foot.
How my dad got such a bad opinion of you, I don't know. I expected you to have horns and a tail.
I have, but they're the cleaners. But he's right. You should listen to your daddy. He's got taste.
Ezra, he's going to upset you. Let the boy go back to his hotel. His parents will be worried about it.
You know I can't stand it when you eavesdrop. Besides, you think I'd let him go now? Boy, what is it your father hates about me?
You were a traitor.
Pound, he must go immediately. I'm not entertaining a second-generation bore on that one.
Calm down, Olga. Caleb, you know the Constitution? Well, I was just an American who took it seriously and exercised his constitutional right to free speech.
My dad's a war veteran. He heard the broadcasts you made for Mussolini and Hitler.
Is that what this is all about? Your father living in the past?
No, ma'am. It's me trying to make sense of things. I've been drafted. When I get back, well, I have to go.
You've given the shadow of your reason. Now let's have the substance.
If I get back from Vietnam, I want to study to do the Lord's work.
Well, what's it got to do with us?
My father's always been an example to me. He's a very good man. But you're his blind spot.
He should be able to find plenty of other things to hate in America.
You're the only person with any kind of name to come from Wincott, our district. People argue about you for and against. He just says Ezra Pound was a traitor, not just to his country.
You have to leave now.
Yes, ma'am.
You will not attempt to see Dr. Pound again.
I was hoping he'd agree to meet my dad face to face.
That is out of the question.
What else am I supposed to be a traitor to?
The whole race.
A vicious, stupid, ignorant, facile thing to say. God, haven't you had enough of this nonsense yet? Can't you see how...
Yes, ma'am. It would help me a lot if you'd meet him, sir.
You don't know the facts, young man. And even if you did, I doubt you've the intelligence to interpret them correctly. Dr. Pound is... We have no other word for it. A genius.
Who insisted on being misunderstood for health reasons.
Don't make light of it, Ezra. As for your father, he hardly sounds the right person to disentangle any kind of complexity for you.
Mr. Pound, some good has come of this. I don't hate you anymore. I can't.
How kind.
Huh?
Oh, you fool. I despair.
And I did try with your poetry, sir. Took me 3 months to read it all, with a guide. But I guess they weren't written for someone like me.
He won't speak now. That's what you've achieved. Put him back into a shell. Months of careful nursing destroyed in 10 minutes. Get out.
Now that I've met you, I forgive you for being a traitor, Mr. Pound.
Get out!
Please don't go back, Ezra. What does an ignorant person like that matter? Remember his youth, please.
I hear you, Mr. Greenhill. You always knew who to talk to and who to ignore. Who hated you? Let's rephrase that. Who had any reason to hate you? Tomorrow, I'll need to borrow your ear for a while.
Try to sleep, Pound. Forget the boy.
How in Hades do you forget the young? Gondola, Santa Maria Formosa, and make it snappy.
Make it snappy.
Women bossing me around.
Bless them.
Oh, Eve, thou art subtle and poisonous as a serpent.
Bless all women and serpents.
What do you make of that?
It was fine, Mr. Pound.
A medieval hymn Monteverdi used. They knew a few things in the Middle Ages. The cutting edge of thought, he picked up on that.
Sure.
I hear you wept on your way home last night.
Who told you that?
Venice is a village. What made you leave?
I don't know. Will you meet my father?
No, I ain't going over all that again for no one.
Please.
He might try to kill me.
He won't.
He might. Is there anything particular he hates me for? Any one thing?
Well, I guess there is. He was a chaplain with the United States Army right through the war. North Africa, the Italian campaign. He heard you on the radio.
So, someone was listening. I got the impression I was talking to myself.
He was ordered to listen. He was ordered to understand what you were saying. It was part of his job.
And don't bring him anywhere near me.
It would help me.
I was acting, boy, acting. Doing a show. Trying to get a point over about that bastard Roosevelt and money. Do you know what it is about money and work? You can't let people hoard money because you can't hoard work.
You kept saying we shouldn't be fighting that war. And I say to my dad, that's all some people are doing now back home. saying we shouldn't be fighting in Vietnam.
If America had stayed out of it, there'd be a historical force still loose in Europe, having some hope of justice with energy. Now, it's all dirty money, robbery. The Americans went in to protect the usurers because they'd become usurers themselves, and they succeeded. So, here we are, more at the mercy of interest rates than ever. Any money unspent after 1 month of being earned should be taxed punitively.
Huh?
It can work. Or don't you believe in giving ideas a chance? Are your goddamn piggy bank and brain interchangeable?
I'm sorry, sir. I can't follow.
Oh, yes, you can. Oh, yes, you can.
Yes? Go on. Coming. Yes? Oh, just one moment. It's the man who rang yesterday and the day before. The publisher. Will you speak to him? Try and settle something. Yes or no? There, Mr. Corlett, you heard me ask him. No, he refuses to come to the telephone. All you can do is keep calling. Hold on, I'll try one more time. Ezra, the man says he was close to you yesterday. Something about a gondola?
Where are you? Come round now and bring the woman. You must bring the woman. I want to look at her.
Why do you want her to come? Isn't this business? Talk to me. You'll talk to him. Why not to me? All I can recommend is that you sit and wait to see if he'll say anything. At the moment, he's not talking. Parrots behave that way, you know. Not talking to punish their owners. Not that I own him, God knows.
Then, if I may, I'll proceed and see what happens.
By far the best idea. Have you got a good view of the lady, Ezra? Shall I ask her to sit nearer the window?
Mr. Pound, first I must apologize for the standoff encounter we had in the gondolas. What I can offer as excuse is our anxiety to make this meeting a success.
Go on. He's listening.
I hope he's accepted our apology. To tell the truth, the advice to have a look at Mr. Pound first came from the gondoliers. They said it was a good idea.
We should have known better.
All he'll be interested in is the proposition. Never mind the rest.
We don't share the view your writings on politics and economics are worthless.
Neither does he.
They've been unjustifiably ignored since 1946.
Not ignored.
We want to make them available again. Essentially, we're journalists, freelance, quite big time, syndicated, but we're on the point of moving into independent publishing. Our plan would be, to reevaluate you in the public mind. There'd be a campaign, articles, interviews, which we'd like you to help with.
The offer?
£10,000 for the British and Commonwealth rights.
As far as we can determine, these rights could be made available. In addition, we'd pay a royalty of 10%.
That's a very handsome offer.
We believe in Ezra Pound. You knew what you were talking about.
Well, Ezra?
If you could examine our original letter with a financial offer in mind, and, if we may importune you further, give your decision either at a further meeting or by telephone...
He'll think about it. Perhaps you should realize that above all, he remains convinced his ideas on money are workable. They've just never been given a chance.
Oh, absolutely. We have to get economic power out of the hands of the kikes.
Which hotel are you staying at?
Friends have lent us their house. I'll leave you the number. Don't be afraid, Mr. Pound. The truth must be told, now as before. Otherwise, there's no future.
What do you think? All she's doing is trying to please you. Isn't the debate over, effectively? The wrong arguments have won, but you won't alter the verdict now. I'm going to change for the concert. We're in time to get decent seats if we hurry.
You want to come, Claudio?
Oh, Ezra. The gondolier can't just drop everything and go to a concert. He's got his business to think of.
I'm my own master. Yes, I'd like to hear what they do with the fifth book.
I too admire and sing the glories of Mars.
Put him up his stride. Not an easy mood to hold.
Without war, it'd be a dull old life. You went on campaign with Duke Vincenzo Gonzaga when you were in Mantua, Mr. Greenhill.
Yes, I remember.
Now there was a man, murderer, ravisher, patron of the arts. You crossed the Alps with his army, Prague, Vienna, the plains of Hungary. Some companions did not return. You saw terrible things. Impalement of enemies via the anus. Blood splashed all over the eternal snows. Hawks tearing at entrails. Cannibalism.
Exciting.
God damn you, Mr. Greenhill! Being jealous of you uses up too much of my energy.
You don't have to shout at me if you're displeased with anything I do or say. Can't you let me know quietly?
What do you know about being quiet? This whole city is full of the noise you make. Every day I'm going somewhere to listen to you. That grates.
Then don't do it.
I have to. I must know how you did it, how you pulled it off.
Don't forget the years of neglect. I had to be resurrected, brought out of that trash can.
You were but sleeping. I can sleep. I might sleep a lot longer than you. I might play possum like old Elliot, pretending to be dead but very much alive. And with me, it won't be just music, music, and more goddamn music. It will be one ecstatic revelation after another until the world can't recall what it looked like before I came along.
Bravo, poet.
Dad? Why do you save so much?
What?
You know, hoarding your deposits. Why do you have to do that?
Do I have to tell you? You can't work it out for yourself?
You tell me, Dad. I'd like to hear what you say.
I save to get money together.
Yes, but why? Have you thought about that?
In case. For some security. To buy things. To go on holiday. To pay medical bills. To pay my taxes. To put you through college. 100 things we need like anyone else.
Have you ever lent anyone money?
Of course I have.
Did you charge them interest?
What's got into you?
Pound.
You mustn't listen to that man. Son, they killed what was left of my family in Vienna. My aunts, uncles, cousins. For nothing. They never have had any money to lend.
It's the system, Mom. We've got to get out of the system. There's another way.
Not his way.
Dad, if you could only see him. Not even talk. Just look at this frail, little, crazy old man. You'd feel sorry for him. He's trying to crack this problem. No one else is.
How's the lasagna?
It's good. I didn't think I'd like it, but it's okay.
I don't think I want any more to eat, Dad.
Then leave the table.
I'm going out.
Go where you like. But stay away from him. Give me your word.
Okay, okay.
Change your shirt, son. You've had that one on for 3 days.
So what are you going to do?
I'll do some sightseeing.
I don't want you hanging around him. Keep away from that evil man.
Dad, I just want to go for a walk.
Stay away from him. If it hadn't been for his literary friends pulling strings with the president, he'd have paid for what he did with his life. And I still say he should have done. If he'd been an ordinary guy, he wouldn't have got away with it.
Dad, that doesn't make sense. No ordinary guy would have done what he did. He'd have just done what he was told.
You know what I'm saying. It was one law for him and another for the rest. I just can't stand the thought of my own son being contaminated by the bastard. I can't. Something rises up in me.
Something you like?
What?
Zach.
Dad, I wasn't even born when all this happened.
Born? Don't you talk to me about born! If that evil son of a bitch had had his way, you'd never have been born at all.
Huh? I've got a lot of thinking to do.
You certainly have. The Army's a hard taskmaster, won't stand for any nonsense. It's a pity it never got its hands on Ezra Pound.
Did, Dad? Stuck him in a cage like a wild animal. He carried on writing his poems because that's what he did. That's what I want to think about. My future. What I'm going to do with my life.
The almond dessert sounds good. Stay for that.
Mom, I didn't come here all this way for an almond dessert. I'm trying to get Dad to understand that there's something of value.
You brought us here for this, to be cross-examined, to be insulted? I'll never understand why they had to do that to us. They can talk until they're black in the face. I still won't.
One man. You are so scared of one little old man. I'm disappointed in you, Dad.
Don't you talk to your father like that.
Sorry.
Say sorry to your dad. He's the one you insulted.
Sorry, Dad. I didn't mean to.
In this case, I can take your disappointment or leave it because I'm right. But I don't want to lose your respect. I'll take a little time and give all this some thought. Okay?
Thanks, Dad. See you later.
I wrote an opera once.
An opera? That's a lot of work.
You wouldn't have liked it, see that?
It wasn't long enough for anything to happen you could believe in.
See the danger of living with a musician? They always know exactly how long things should be. Do you want to know why I wrote an opera?
Yeah, of course. Your reasons are always intoxicating.
Because it's supposed to be the form, the perfect one. Words, song, instrumentals, serious subjects, none of your frippery. Great acting is a possibility, the best design, everything, all rolled into one. It should be the zenith of the arts, the ultimate, but it ain't.
But you'd change all that, wouldn't you, Pound?
That was the intention.
What was your opera about?
Retribution, medieval style. People responding to their instincts, which they can't help. They are judged to be worthless. Their instincts are throttled at a rope's end, caput. Who cares?
Could this be nostalgia for when you were in the condemned cell yourself?
No, I was never condemned. I was only put on death row because the United States Army was short of accommodation. Saw all the other boys on death row go down. Murder, rape, all the trimmings. But my crime was high treason of the mind. If they hadn't decided I was crazy, perhaps I'd have been hung, drawn, and quartered medieval style. Maybe I could update that old opium mind to fit Beezer. Especially the end. I had corpses swinging on the gallows in strict tempo, mind you, and they were singing a motet. Best thing in the show. 60 years ago, it brought the house down.
Singing corpses? How do corpses sing?
Swinging corpses, singing in canon with all parts decomposing.
The man who has to find a way to do everything.
Meow.
Sorry, your omelets are excellent.
You tried to write a poem several times. Or several times you tried to write a poem.
If I drew your attention to a tall, very green young sapling swaying on the bridge with a carnival mask caught in his branches, you might say, I know him. Hey, be careful! He's been to the fairground.
Please, Mr. Pound! Please, will you meet my daddy?
He's drunk. Stupid boy.
Keep the mask on, son. It's better than being yourself. Take it from me.
Keeping your good nature only for service people is very mean, Pound.
Claudio's a friend. He understands.
He only tolerates your games because you're such a regular customer.
At my time of life, I suck up to the ferryman, okay?
Oh, come in and stop shouting.
I get this message from the ether as don't waste time, strike your final blow.
Some tea?
Damn your tea.
I'm having some.
Switch the tape recorder on.
There's no tape.
I want to record my bloody sestina.
I don't see how you can. It's too late to go out and buy a tape now.
And I'll record over something.
No, I don't want anything destroyed. Let me look and see if I can find some room at the end of a reel.
Hurry up. I want to do it now.
Why do you
now.
read one poem over and over? Oh, I'm sorry. You're suffering. Look, sit there and I'll bring the machine to you.
This is Jane Willett. The face that launched 1,000 ships. 10,000 pounds. I could start again. Buy an elixir. Purchase a matching pair of philosopher's stones and suspend them between my knees. Wouldn't make the same mistakes. Let the superior mind be superior without light. God damn it, I deserve respect. I've done as many cantos as Dante did, and more. And my divine comedy is a comedy, every line a laugh.
A woman was brought here to unsettle you. Hard-faced bitch. I don't think they're married at all.
She's no odalisque. She talks. The seeds whirlpool in my head. Between Scylla and Charybdis, the gearbox is gone.
Ezra, you're going to have to let me deal with these people. I won't have you exploited.
Get the machine. Take 29. Dante put alto forte, the speaker, i.e. the voice behind this poem, in hell for that he was a stirrer-up of strife. Judge ye, have I dug him up again for my own base and incarnadine purpose? Scene, his castle. Remember, this is no rewrite of Dante. This is me. Ours. The other way of looking at Ezra. Damn it all this our south stinks peace. You horse and dog papials, come. Let's to music. I have no life save when sword clash. But ours, when I see the standards gold, bare, purple, opposing, and the broad fields beneath them turn crimson, then how I my heart nigh mad with rejoicing. Bells, give me the knife.
Turn off the machine.
Oh.
Yes?
I can never find the damn button.
Get that off, Einstein.
No, don't touch it. I don't want to stop. Keep it running.
Sorry. Do you know anyone called Gold? American?
In hot summer have I great rejoicing when the tempests kill the earth's foul peace.
This isn't a good time. Please, try later.
And the lightnings from black heaven flash crimson, and the fierce thunders roar me their music. Oh, what's going on?
What?
In the name of God, what's going on?
I did warn you there wasn't much left.
Gosh, the last garden. I love that old poem of mine.
Yes, it's jolly good. I love to hear you read it.
Craft, energy, violent, lovely violence. my first success. No one in London could dream war the old way until my Sestina sprang onto the streets. All those blooms, buggers, languid, washed-out, dreary fools spent their seed dirging about money, faded flowers, leaving the nursery in fog. No vitality! England's a mortician's parlor run by convent-raised cant. You lie. It's not your favorite. We agreed never to lie.
I didn't say it was my favorite. You wrote it before I got to know you.
You should have walked on by.
What? And miss all the fun?
We'd like to produce a handsome, good-looking book, Mr. Pound. Best quality paper, good, biggish typeface. We anticipate a readership with a wide age range, from academics, intellectuals and politicians to ordinary working people. Nothing cheap and nasty, not our style at all.
Oh, pull down my vanity.
What do you think of the idea of one compendium volume with all your politico-economic writings therein?
Oh, come on, let's have it right through. Politico-economico. What would you put on the cover?
Oh, we can think about that.
A mad tomcat fucking a typewriter might look good.
Not how we see you, sir.
And what would you call it? A compendium of poundium pontifications? Names are everything. The phonetic translation of my name into the Japanese language means the picture of this phallus will cost you 10 yen.
We wondered about the prophecies of Ezra Pound.
Oh, I like the sound of that.
Nostradamus of the 20th century. As relevant today as ever.
Everything you said has come to pass. Everything you spoke out against with such courage. We now live so enmeshed, so bowed down by false values. Ordinary people have lost sight of freedom. Usury is taken for granted. We don't even use the proper word for it. People have forgotten it's a crime.
Only someone who lived off his father, then his wife, never earned his own living until he was 60 and in a mental hospital, knows about the way money should work. That man has some useful distance on the subject.
Another aid to the general argument of the book could be the radio broadcasts you made from Rome during the war. Now, we've obtained copies of them all. Might even be worth considering a long-playing record to go with the book.
Where'd you find them? The universities? I had someone over. I don't know, California. Crazy.
Friends, here, in Italy. We have a complete set, including the earlier work from 1935 on, and what you did for the Germans after the Italian surrender.
You're sure people would want to buy this book?
Oh, yes. We've done our market research.
I didn't feel a thing.
The broadcasts do have a strong comic element, which we like. Would you consider re-recording the broadcasts for us?
Would that mean an extra fee?
Really? We thought that in view of the generous advance...
Mister, I stood in fear of my life for what I said in that broadcast. When the British caught Lord Haw-Haw, who'd been on similar work for the Nazis, they couldn't wait to get the rope round his neck. Now you're asking me to relive that. The fee will be enormous.
We might have to reconsider the record. I have to admit, there isn't much actual intellectual argument in what you said, but I'd be sorry not to have the humour.
Ah, that would be a pity. They have such atmosphere, all that wonderful shortwave crackle, and didn't you project? You're calling, Pound speaking.
Hey, you have been listening. This isn't just publisher's spiel. Thank you.
May I ask a question?
Please do, please do.
Is the idea to provide the other Ezra Pound?
I think so.
He's one person, not two.
Mr. Pound might like to write an explanatory preface. For a fee, of course.
I liked you from the start.
What would you say in your preface?
I'm sure the most exciting thing in Homer's life was that he knew Achilles and rubbed shoulders with Agamemnon and Menelaus. Besides that, the writing was nothing. Virgil was a friend of Caesar Augustus. Dante was thick with popes and holy Roman emperors. Old Ez was mated with Mussolini. In the time I've had, I've always went where the action was, where I could see things clearly and do.
I see. Perhaps something slightly less personal might be better. If one writes about politics and economics, it's assumed that the general good is one's main concern.
Pro bono publico ain't ever been my war cry. If I like a thing, I like it on behalf of everyone else, whether they like it or not. The boys are making up the bill. Put me on expenses.
Of course, you cannot be in love with her.
Who says? A man can project himself at any age, at anything. That's how she sees me. I'm a missile going through her mind.
Such a nice maiden. Her beauty, I grant you. But it'd be easier to imagine her having an affair with Wagner.
No, you know nothing about Aryan women, Claudio. She knows I have power. Her eyes, wow. Blue acolyte gleam. A flame inside the eyes.
So? You've agreed terms? For the book, I mean.
Hell no. This is a big deal. The negotiations could take months. What are we going to hear?
Motets. You know, like yours.
That was an original. You want to hear it sometime?
Yes. Could I? It'd be interesting.
The BBC did a radio production a few years back. What a mess. A messy mess. They didn't have the remotest idea what I was getting at. But the gallows scene, well, that weren't bad. I could almost forgive the director once I'd kicked his ass.
I'd like to hear it.
You have to have strong images if you're making music about a poet.
Ah, a poet on a poet.
François Villon, a great medieval French poet who had more life in his foreskin than the whole government. A tough man, a visionary, a man who was never afraid of nothing.
Was he one of those you've got singing on the gallows?
No, he was too smart for that. Well, that's not quite true. He nearly got lynched and then wrote about it. The poem has the hanging he felt was his by right. A literary hanging. Didn't quite make it in truth. Doesn't matter. Real genius always gets itself hung one way or another.
Why don't we forget the concert? The motets in the program will be sung again soon enough. I'd rather hear an opera by a tone-deaf poet about a mad poet.
Captain, turn this ship round.
Ezra, I don't think you should bring gondoliers into the house.
Bring him into it? I'd like to give him it.
He smells of the canal.
Olga, he can buy and sell us 10 times over. I want the best bottle of wine we have.
Do you have to humiliate me?
Nothing further from my mind.
You get it. I'm too angry with you.
Ain't I allowed my friends and supporters anymore? Amongst whom you were once numbered?
That's a detestable thing to say.
Shall I sit here? You stay right where you are.
Hello, sir.
Come in, Caleb, come in. We're about to listen to some music I wrote when I was your age. You'll be surprised.
Oh, no, Ezra, don't.
My dad is out there. I got him to agree to come and meet you.
Bring him in.
This is going far enough.
If you don't want to join in, take yourself out.
We tried to ring first. My dad's waiting at the end of the alley. Can I call him?
Sure.
Oh, no, Ezra, this is awful.
Dad, it's okay. You can come in.
Hello? The door was open. We were passing on the off chance of
Oh,
rain.
Mr. and Mrs. Quillette, welcome. Come in. Good to see you.
Please, Ezra.
We're just going to listen to some of my Opry. The rights are available. You can have them cheap.
Come on, Dad. It's fine.
Hey, get yourself in here, Pop. See for yourself for a change.
I give up.
What are you doing, Dad?
I just can't.
It's not a madhouse. It's my home.
It's a home and a madhouse. I know. I was in one for 12 years. Sit down, everyone.
My dad didn't make it.
Close the door, son. If he changes his mind, he can always knock.
Ezra, come in the kitchen a moment.
No.
We're too old for this kind of thing.
No, speak for yourself. Anyone who gets at all interested in me, you try to chase them away.
Can't you let us live in peace?
Can't be done. I hate peace.
Peace means standing still.
Very well. I'll leave you to it.
God damn it, this room's the wrong shape. She tries to make me a prisoner. That's not a kind thing to do to an ex-con.
Would you like some help?
No, I can manage. You relax and prepare yourself for the entertainment. Folks, we're going to listen to the music a man makes when he don't exactly know what he's doing, but it just happens to work, which is the sharpest, most glorious cruelty in creation.
I suppose it does seem a bit of an invasion. I do hope she'll understand.
Oh,
and
she
forgive.
has things to do of her own. Well, we were going to have some wine with this, weren't we, Claudio?
Let's hear the music. I have to get back to work.
This music is me. Frere humain qui après nous vive. Human brothers who come after. Remember! Press the button.
The scene changes. It is still near Paris, on a deserted highway just within sight of the city. It is dusk again, and the wind is trailing coils of mist up from the hidden river. Against the sky, a shape rears up through the mist, a series of shapes, and a creaking and clink of swinging chains. Chains and 6 emaciated corpses hanged by the neck some days. 2 figures are standing fearfully under the shadow of the gibbet, a tapster and a woman of the town.
What do you see there?
6 lads of the village, under the neck and 2 dead.
Did you ever hear a man sing on the gallows? Eh?
I'm a-telling you, they're hung. They're hung by the necks. Can you hear 'em?
Yes, son. It is sad. It's very sad.
I have to go and find my dad. Sorry.
It will help you all to understand if you know Ezra's woman is an interpretive artist in her own right. A top-flight violinist, once famous for her lower registers on the C and D string.
Aha, that explains why she was so upset. She was envious.
It's just possible.
He was hogging all the attention. She wanted to show off with her fiddle. Poor old thing.
How will you work out this fair, gondolier, with us all going to different places?
We have rather been thrown together. Allow me to introduce my wife, Jane, and I'm Geoffrey Quillette.
How do you do? This is my son, Caleb, and I'm Zach Gold. How do we split this fare?
Oh, I know the mind of Ezra Pound. He would want me to put it on his account.
Not sure about that. I don't want to be beholden.
Dad, even if you just met Mrs. Pound, it would have helped. She cares about him.
Pa, Mrs. Je pense. If you don't like Ezra, Mr. Gold, we'll have to convert you.
That's what I say.
Olga's life has been dedicated to the poet's needs. These days, she only plays her instruments for him. Now, in this city of arthritis, her reactions are slowing. I pass the alleyway and hear her missing notes.
Did you know that Ezra also wrote music criticism? I mean, the man's incredible.
Don't think of the breadth of his mind. A better word would be stretch.
Does he have any regrets?
Oh, yes. He sits in my gondola and I take him round and round the city while he rages at himself.
Must be the poetry that upsets him.
Maybe it isn't just the poetry. Something else he did.
Frustration hyper-intelligent people feel. Things never happen fast enough for them, do they?
I wouldn't know.
And we'll be calling at our place first, won't we, Gondolier?
That's the best way from here.
Would you and your son like to come in for a while? It's a splendid old palace, 16th, 17th century. Paintings, statues, a lovely ceiling by Vicentino. We both seem to be part of the pound industry.
No, I wouldn't say that.
I am.
What a good idea. Now maybe we could exchange a few notes on this wonderful man who intrigues us so much. Oh, there you are. You've been a long time. I was just getting ready to go down to dinner by myself.
We were delayed.
Did you get to see Ezra Pound?
No. We spent a happy hour with a couple of people who knew all about him. Told us how to appreciate the subtleties of his racial furies.
Oh, no.
Oh, yes. A couple of real fans, eh, son?
All they're interested in is the worst side.
Which is the important part. It's been a hard day. I've got to get a shower and feel clean again.
What happened?
There were a couple of phonies on the make, that's all.
Didn't it make you think?
Perhaps Mr. Pound is just crazy. I don't know. Maybe anyone who's interested in him is crazy too.
Are you satisfied now? Can we just get on and enjoy our holiday?
Religion don't work, Mom. Forgiveness just don't seem to work. Dad, after you in the shower.
So, they went off together. Well, they deserve each other.
The gondolier who took the boy and his father back to the hotel said the father was very angry. Wouldn't talk to the boy, but sat in silence, spitting into the water as if he had poison in his mouth.
Must have been me. Was he big like the boy?
Not quite, but big enough.
I'll keep out of his way.
But I thought he was the kind of man who wouldn't want to offend anyone. A nice man.
They're the dangerous kind.
The boy was troubled. I felt for him.
Don't fit the paternal character. This prejudice against me spoils his system.
A story you could use?
Nah. Only 3 stories worth the telling. Great foolish wars, coming home from great foolish wars, and going down into the underworld.
There must be more.
Nope.
What about love?
A great foolish war.
Well, if that's how you're going to look at it.
Homer, the Iliad, the great foolish war of Troy, the Odyssey, Ulysses goes home. Consider Virgil, the Aeneid, return of Ulysses. Dante, down into the underworld, paradise thrown in as an afterthought. Yourself, Mr. Greenhill, major works, the return of Ulysses, Orpheus in the underworld. Ezra, Loomis, Pound, another one trapped in the triad. He was going to meld all 3 stories into one and amaze everyone. Look out, Homer, Virgil, Dante, Monteverdi. This hand still reaches for your crowns.
Should you have attempted less, perhaps?
You can say that after hearing my old Opry, and I thought you was a friend. To limit myself would have been the most witless thing I could have done. All I needed to do was write better than the best ever did. If you look hard, here and there in my work there are signs, pieces of a great broken mosaic, a grand design. I like grand designs. They're the only ones worth anything.
Are you sure you're in the right frame of mind for someone else's music?
You made your life work, Claudio. I envy you that. If I'd only had your subtlety, your sense, a foot in both camps, facing backwards and forwards at the same time, able to be an assiduous, untiring sycophant, but still proud in your secret steel-shod self.
That was my knack, as they say.
Too damn right. You kept at it, head down, eye always on the target, clear, direct, even at your most complicated. And you never turned sour or slacked off, went under, went crazy, gave up, sold out, grew old, or let 'em shut off the steam valve on your bollocks. Never have a prostatectomy.
I won't. Olga's on the vaporetto. Give her a wave.
She says if I stick to you, she'll never travel with me again. I'm to meet her at the hall.
You need her more than you need me.
She'll come round, always does. But I'll annoy her a little more. She can go to the recital by herself. Listen to all your sacred songs by womb light. All about the glories of women. And I ain't in the mood for all that symphonic gynotherapy. To hell with the recital. Let's go on one of my odysseys around the town. Find Cyclops and give the miserable monocular bastard a poke in the eye.
Aye, aye, Captain.
Mind if I sit here?
Sure. Take a seat.
What's on the menu?
Veal. It's very nice. Busy, this place.
The boy not eating?
He's out doing something. Do you know Caleb?
Yep. Caleb was one of the spies Moses sent into the land of Canaan. Came back and advised the old boy to go ahead, invade the promised land, and have faith in the Lord. But Moses didn't listen. So the people of Israel wandered in the desert for 40 years.
You know your Pentateuch. Are you Jewish?
Nope, but you are. My name's Ezra Pound. That's right. Put down your eating hands. I will do most things with you, damn Gentiles, but I will not eat with you. Ain't that it, Rabbi? Why not? This is the city of Shylock, after all.
Will you get away from here? I will not. Find somewhere else to sit.
I've come to sit here. I seldom change my mind.
Mr. Pound, people are looking.
Oh, I'm used to that. Let them look. I'm not here to placate you in any way, not to apologize or make excuses. But the boy, I don't want to be in his way. He badly wants us to meet, so have a good look at me. That's all there is to Ezra Pound these days.
Well, we've looked. Now go.
Dwell on me, Rabbi. Help yourself.
I've had all I want. Leave us, please.
No courage, Hebrew? Tut-tut. Come on, let's argue.
Mr. Pound, why did you say what you did about the Jews? Blaming them for everything wrong with the world, saying they should all be killed.
Oh, I didn't quite say that. I got my prejudices from a suburb of Philadelphia 70 years ago. No matter where I went, they stuck to the sole of my shoe. Too late, I realized where the smell was coming from. That's twice I put you off your dinner, Rabbi.
What are you saying? You were mistaken? Don't say yes for Caleb's sake.
Have you tried the pistachio ice cream here?
It's good. I had some. It's very good.
I'm waiting for an answer, Mr. Pound.
What answers do you have? Instead of me having to understand you, you've got to understand me. I got lists of the usurers running the West, and they weren't called Jones. I've always wanted the very best out of civilization, but I didn't see why I had to pay the Jews for it, or go to war to fill your goddamn pockets.
And they call you a superior mind. Your thoughts are no higher than a hoodlum's.
That's right. I'm an intellectual hoodlum. But can so many of us have been wrong for such a long time? And you're so goddamn cute. Do you know who poured money into Wagner? The very Jewish financiers he hated. And who invented racial purity? Not the Anglo-Saxons, not the Babylonians, not even the Philistines. You did.
Pound, we'd like to get on with our dinner.
I see the boy's problem. You don't like to talk things out. You prefer to preach. Having a daddy who's all mouth and no consistency must be hard. I'll get out of your hair. Buon appetito.
Signore, no ice cream today?
Troppo corpulente. Ciao.
Ciao. You are friends of the poet?
He dropped by and sat with us a while.
Momento.
Now you know how he does it. Sheer black-hearted golf.
Well, I have to say he's far less frightening in the flesh, for what there is of him. But he is crazy, isn't he? That must be why.
I don't think he's crazy. He's knowingly evil. He's got chutzpah. Used to bluffing his way through on the strength of his brains, that's all.
Honey, it was a long time ago.
He's alive, others aren't. You didn't hear him say what I heard him say on the radio. As far as I'm concerned, he was an usher at Auschwitz.
That's not how he looks at himself, dear. Otherwise, how could he, in all conscience, have come in here like he did and look us in the eye?
You answered your own question.
With the poet's compliments. He says you will like this wine, Lacrima Christi, the tears of Christ. Very, very sweet. To go with the green ice cream, eh?
Don't pull the cork.
If I'd been charming for another 10 minutes, he'd have been eaten out of my hand. But I forbore that triumph for the boy's sake. Nothing must be done sentimentally.
I think you've done enough. The woman asked how you wanted the first half of the money paid.
The woman? Which woman?
The woman in your head at the moment.
Oh, that woman. So, they're hustling. You didn't give her the impression we're short of money, did you? That could make them reduce their offer.
I did say you'd probably need to discuss the business side with your American and British agents. Did all those rights revert to you when those books went out of print?
Oh, I'm sure they did.
I did get a bit frosty with her. I said the time to think about money was when you'd made up your mind and a contract was in place.
I have made up my mind. Let them give me money now if they want to.
Well, then you deal with it from now on. I refuse to be involved further.
You'd help spend the money soon enough.
Oh, would I? Is there nothing you've written that might be better forgotten?
Along with the best of my thought and my music, shall we ditch the poetry as well? I've never been very good at it, have I?
I won't mention any of this again. Take your own decision.
Whoa, thanks a bunch, pussycat. I'll do just that. But you wouldn't leave me, would you? Huh? Venice is the place to die, to float to the cemetery in a black gondola heaped with flowers. The only better funeral you get is a Viking fire ship. You know, Claudio, I've been thinking. The second best thing that ever happened to you was your wife. That's your cue to ask what the first best was.
I'm sorry. My mind was elsewhere. Saying a prayer for the soul of Signor Pacetti, the gentleman who's just crossed our path on his way to the cemetery. A regular customer and a good tipper.
The first best thing that ever happened to you was the death of your wife.
Yes, I'd been far too happy.
Exactly. He who has once been happy for aye, out of destruction's double reach. Having been so happy, then you needed to be alone, to tackle pain without hope of comfort. Out of this came your two-faced greatness.
True, O king.
To look backwards and forwards at the same time, there must be a love of peace and a love of war within the same spirit.
Of course.
You pulled it off, whereas I didn't. You know why?
Oh, the times. The times.
Don't make excuses for me. My problem was I never lived truly alone. I was too aware of the audience. Even my contempt for it was a form of subjugation. 8 years, 2 kids. That's all the happiness a man of genius needs. By the time you were 40, she was dead, and you were free to do your best work and suffer.
That was the way of it. But I bore it bravely, didn't I?
Stoically, and with dignity. At the end, you were so good at being unhappy, you even became a priest.
That would make sense for a maestro di capella of St. Mark's. All that time I spent in church rehearsing Masses Magnificats, Vespers. The church was home.
The difference between you and I, Mr. Greenhill, is I sought order in chaos, and you sought order in order. You had no sense of adventure outside the staves on the music stand.
Today, I cannot go into the church with you.
Come on, I'll pay for your time.
No, it's not money. I'm glad to help when I can. It's just that I'm booked to take a bride to a wedding.
How can I listen to all those rhapsodies without you standing by to wring out my handkerchief?
See, you're even beginning to be scornful of Monteverdi. I thought you revered him.
I never revere anyone I admire in case they start to rot. You wouldn't want to go rotting on me, would you? Come on, take me to the mysteries, unfold the ecstasies. Wizard of wizards, let me drink deep of your mind. What's on the program?
Oh, this and that.
Don't be coy. It doesn't suit you at all. You know every piece today is on the Virgin. But which pieces? You wrote so many. The contemplation of women. You're missing it to go to a wedding?
A man must live.
The human brain is only a great clot of genital fluid. That's how it can create images. Why it can make its own universe in imitation of, call it what you like, the power of the cosmos, God, nature. It doesn't matter.
It matters to me. I'm a good Catholic.
Too good. That was your blind spot. Consider a male spermatozoid in the female womb. It actually grows brains. What can be more important?
Hey, there's a north wind. The church will be cold and damp. You should have brought your big coat.
If you'd spent less time contemplating the Virgin and more on the great absence that kept her a virgin, then you might have amazed us all.
I leave all the amazing to you, great poet. Here, borrow my scarf. It'll keep you warm.
You were deceived as I was. Sacrum, sacrum in ruminatio coitu. Bullshit. Venta venestus. Cuni cultrix. Likewise. Sexual love is not a wholly intellectual revelation. Wholly.
I never said it was.
All your Christian inspiration was spurious. You didn't attack the issues. You got it wrong.
Have you ever got anything wrong?
You're talking to Ezra Pound. I make the rules, so I'm entitled to certain experiments.
The Inferno you created to compete with Dante. Just an experiment? Of course. Is the theory that if you make a hell, you have to have someone to put in it apart from yourself? But why did everyone in yours have to be a child of Israel? Doesn't that indicate a stricken imagination? Please, keep the end of my scarf out of the water.
Damn your scarf. Damn your stricken imagination. Was Roosevelt a child of Israel? Was Churchill? The ox and ass standing by weren't as dumb as the parents. Take me to the music anyway. I want to remember what all that love business felt like. May the memory never leave me. There's still Olga, brave Olga, thank God. If she can stand it. Don't you laugh at me. 50 years ago, a surrealist tried to stab me in the back, but the attempt was thwarted. At the time, I took this as a message from the grateful goddess reality. You have been saved, so you can save me. That has been my mission, my quest. What have I achieved? More wasted ink than you could mop up with a moose hide.
Scusi, signore. Capello. Capello.
Who you poking?
Take off your hat.
Get away.
This is the house of God. Show respect.
My head's freezing. I'll get ill if I expose it to the elements.
Oh, you old barbarian.
No help here. Only fools, emptiness, and uterine idolatry. Wrote too much, too fast. Wore out more typewriters than toothbrushes. Never gave anyone time to catch up. Just plunged on regardless, spewing it all out. I should have stood and waited to see what I was saying, what was muddying my stream.
Out!
If I'd stuck to music, I could have said what I liked, and no one would have been able to pin me down, call me traitor, put me in the pen, the madhouse. But music's so imprecise. Pure sound says nothing.
Go away, you heathen!
It's all right, said Father. I'll look after him now.
The world's a dance hall, and I'm the man working the crystal ball.
He should not be out on his own. Isn't there someone to look after him?
Oh, yes, but he gets out.
We arrived with an entourage of at least a dozen hairy acolytes in jeans, beads, and caftans. I tried to shoo them away, but they just smiled, said they had to see you, then sat down in the alley. Eventually, I persuaded them to wait for you round the corner at the Sissi. I can ring through and say you're not seeing anyone.
I wouldn't miss Allen Ginsberg for anything.
How odd. I thought he'd be the last poet on earth you'd want to meet. He's a Californian version of the abominable snowman. Ferociously friendly to the point of menace. Kisses everyone.
Did he kiss you?
I got out of the way.
People read him. He sells. He's got a real persona. He has an effect.
Oh, he certainly has that. Well, suit yourself. But can we go round to the restaurant and see him? I don't want them all in the house.
Oh, let's keep my house sanitized by all means. No maniacs.
I didn't say he was a maniac. I just wondered if he was your kind of person.
What is that? Whose kind of person am I, for God's sake?
There's a lot of them, that's all. You're part of Ginsberg's grand tour of Europe. A shrine he needs to worship at, so he says. I thought you might find that wearing.
Wearing? I think it's wonderful. You come in.
I thought we might made him wait a little longer. They've only had half an hour in there.
After what you've told me, I'm the one who's waiting.
You stay silent as long as you like, EP. I don't need you to articulate answers to my questions. I can feel the responses. Need any money?
You want to lend me money?
Your meditation is over. I hope I didn't break anything. No, not lend. Give you money if you need it.
He wants to give me money.
Oh, we have enough, thank you.
I've heard how you've given plenty to fellow artists in your time. I'm just following your example.
Oh, we don't need any money.
On our travels in Italy, we went to Pisa to look at the area where the United States Army held you in captivity. You know, that site's a rose nursery now. A rose in the steel dust. I sat by the roadside and read the poems you wrote there and tried to locate the landmarks you use. The Carrara marble quarries, the Leaning Tower, the hills you call the Breasts of Helen. I was moved, EP. Moved.
Landmarks weren't, I hope.
Would you read one of those poems to us?
No. Olga?
I don't think I could manage that.
Would you mind if I did? Would it upset you?
It might upset the owner of the restaurant. There are other customers.
In Italy, we found people are used to this kind of thing. They don't mind at all. It would be a privilege if you'd let me recite one of the cantos from the time of your suffering.
Recite? You've learned it?
It's a Buddhist poem.
I've never met anyone who's done me the honor of learning me off by heart before.
The moon has a swollen cheek, and when the morning sun lit up the shelves and battalions of the west, cloud over cloud, old Ez folded his blankets. Neither Eops nor Hesperus has suffered wrong at my hands. O Lynx, wake Silenus and Casey, shake the castanets of the Basarids. The mountain forest is full of light, the tree comb regilded. Who sleeps in the field of lynxes, in the orchards of Maylids, with great blue marble eyes, because he likes to, the Cossack. Salazar, Scott, Dolly on Sickle, Polk, Tyler, half the presidents, and Calhoun. Retaliate on the capitalists, said Calhoun, of the North. Ah, yes, when the ideas were clearer.
Why do you waste your time learning all this goddamn garbage?
Debts to people in New York City, and on the hill of the Maylids, in the close garden of Venus, asleep amid serried lynxes, set wreaths on Priapus, Iacchos, Io, Kythia, Io, having root in the equities, Io, and you can make $5,000 a year. All you have to do is make one trip up country, then come back to Shanghai and send in an annual report as to the number of converts. Sweetland on sick call, Elesu, Kiri eleison, each under his fig tree, or with the smell of fig leaves burning. So should be fire in winter, with fig wood, with cedar and pine burs.
Oh, Lynx, keep watch on my fire.
You've been a great help to me and to many young poets.
You poor bastard. At 70, I realized that instead of being a lunatic, I was a moron.
That's fantasy, EP. The phrasing of your poems has had a real value for me, giving reference points for my own perception. Am I making sense?
Yes, but my poems don't make sense.
They make sense to us, don't they?
The times, the thoughts, the solutions.
In your work, the sequence of verbal images give me, in praxis of perception, ground to walk on.
A mess.
You? Or the poems? Or me?
My writing, stupid and ignorant all the way through.
No one could agree with that, EP. In your poetry, you have an ear. That's the most important thing for writing poetry, so it's hard for you to write a bad line.
It's hard for me to write at all.
You have shown us the way, as you have shown Yeats and Eliot and Joyce and a list of others as long as your arm. The more I read your poetry, the more I'm convinced it's the best of its time.
That's not so. It's crap.
And your economics are right. We see it more and more in Vietnam. You showed us who's making a profit out of war.
You read all that stuff?
Everything of yours I could lay my hands on.
Any good I've done has been spoiled by bad intentions, a preoccupation with irrelevant and stupid things. Mr. Ginsberg, I know you for a Jew. The worst mistake I ever made was that stupid suburban prejudice of anti-Semitism.
It's lovely to hear you say that. Well, no, because anyone with any sense can see it as a humor, In that sense, part of the drama, A model of your consciousness. Anti-Semitism is your fuck-up. It's just part of you.
I should have been able to purge, but I didn't have the will or the wit.
How do you purge that kind of thing?
I could have tried. I tried plenty of other things.
Fuck-ups have their own rationale. But you must go on working to record the last scenes of the drama. You still have a great deal to say. After all, now you have nothing to lose. You are working, aren't you? Well, Prospero, what I came here for was to give you a blessing from a Buddhist Jew. Do you accept my blessing?
I do.
When you rang, you didn't tell me there were so many of them. I'm only licensed to take
I know how
4.
to sit still. Treat them gently, especially the one with the fat, smiling guard round his neck.
Let's hope the traffic police aren't around. I don't want to lose my license.
Go into hotel reception. Ring me once you see they've got rooms. I want to be sure they get in.
I've always wanted to have a look in here, but we've never known anyone who could get me in.
Wouldn't Ezra have liked to see it?
When he discovered how hard it was to turn one's hand to architecture, he lost most of his interest. And these days, anything on too large a scale makes him nervous.
We're very comfortable here.
I get the impression our comfort does not overly concern Miss Rutch.
We've been in touch with our literary agent in London.
A wise precaution.
He's never heard of you.
He won't have done. This is our first venture.
Another wise precaution was to check whether anyone on the extreme right in British politics had ever heard of you. They hadn't.
We're starting a publishing company, not a political party.
Would it be a terrible imposition if I asked to see your passports?
Yes, it would. Are we dealing with you or Ezra Pound? As far as we can determine, he's an independent man, though his wife has some control over his financial affairs. You're not the one who's married to him.
Correct.
So, what have we here? The mistress protecting her interests? Dealing with such a person is tricky.
In my case, very tricky indeed. It could be downright dangerous.
But you're not the poet. You're not the thinker. You're not the force. You're certainly not the attraction.
I've a good hunch what you're up to and why. You want Ezra to recommit himself to what brought him down. There's no hope that cause will ever triumph. Nor is there hope he will ever repent of that cause. He was a fascist. He could still be a fascist, given a typewriter, a microphone, and the rewriting of the last 25 years. But all you do is put a great spirit into torment. I'm not about to let you do that.
Does he know you want to make him into a vegetable?
No one will ever make Ezra Pound into a vegetable. Leave him alone.
If we have to get past you, we'll work on that. We have nothing to be ashamed of. We're just doing our job. Making a living.
So am I. I know who owns this palazzo. Excellent taste. And his records. Shall we hear it again?
By all means.
You hear this music? You like it, don't you? It has beauty. Vivaldi had been dead and forgotten for 200 years before Ezra and I resurrected him. We went to the archives, we dug up the scores, 300 of them. We put on concerts, we started the revival. And there are things other than music in which we'll never be divided.
Well, shouldn't his political dimension be part of his power? Ultimately, isn't that what makes him more interesting than all the rest put together?
Don't underestimate the power of Ezra Pound. He sets free, he imprisons. He is set free, he is imprisoned. He clarifies, he confuses. Only his equals should attempt to use him. This warning will not be repeated.
You do the talking.
I hope I can say the right things.
I'm gonna keep out of it. Knock on the door.
Are you sure about this?
Knock on the door. If I get started, I can't swear I won't get out of hand.
Yes? Would it be possible to have a word with Dr. Pound?
May I ask who you are?
We have a son who met Dr. Pound recently.
Yes?
Caleb's his name. He's very tall.
I remember him.
He's missing. We're very worried. We thought Dr. Pound might be able to help us.
Your son's not here.
Oh,
Thank you.
Ask if he's been in touch.
Not to my knowledge.
He's been in touch. I told him I couldn't help him.
When was this?
He follows me every goddamn day. I told him to find someone else to follow. The boy's a pest.
You son of a bitch!
It doesn't appear we can help you.
Can't you understand?
Try the police. They're very good.
Our boy's very impressionable. He gets upset about things. Have you had children, Mrs. Pound? Don't you know what I'm talking about?
I had the kindness to have mine brought up well away from my influence. Didn't want them pulping my thought processes.
See, Mother? Save your breath. Come on before I lose control. Damn you, Pound! May God turn his face from you!
Don't, Sack. That won't help.
Well, it helps him, Mrs. Gold. As for me, there's no comfort for those who do not seek it. I hope your boy comes back when he's ready, when he's freed himself of me and you.
What a place you have here. Thanks for agreeing to see me. We're all fans of EP. If there's something we can do for the old man, we should. The problem is how to get people to approach EP in the right frame of mind. The only way is to steer a course round the fuck-ups.
Pardon my inquisitiveness, but aren't you... Your name, Ginsberg. Isn't that a Jewish name?
Norwegian. We follow the war paths and make them peace paths. The EP said you were getting ready to do a big story on him.
Did he? You must know him quite well if he shared that with you.
I don't know whether putting him back in the public eye is the job of journalists, no matter how intelligent. And he thinks you must be very good.
Well, that's a relief.
But does it matter if he's still what he ever was? I wouldn't have thought there was much of a story in that. No change makes no news.
Well, no literary figure this century has got a story or had an influence like Ezra Pound.
But he's still yesterday's news. So he was indicted for treason. So they didn't bring him to trial and put him in a mental hospital to prove his ideas were crazy. What's new? They're doing that in the Soviet Union every day. I say the United States should have liquidated Ezra.
Does he know you think that?
Told him so to his face. He agreed. Then we'd see just what the government is made of. It kills poets. Hundreds of poets are dying every week in Nam. Poets who've never had time to write a word. It's important to know that, to have that honesty around.
Yeah, what interests me is the vacuum. There's a vacuum developing. Capitalism is devouring itself. Socialism is choking to death. We have to look at what was lost when the defeated nations went down at the end of the war, taking certain ideas with them.
What do you think, Caleb?
Huh?
War isn't a philosophical argument. The victor hasn't proved anything other than the superior quality of his hardware.
I'd quite like Caleb here to make a contribution. He's a newcomer to our little family, still a bit insecure about giving his opinion.
Yes, we have met. We listened to some excruciating music together. Don't let me stop him expressing himself, for God's sake.
Caleb, going through your education experience back home, did you at any time miss being able to think about fascism objectively?
Huh?
Okay, let me make the question more particular. Does it matter to you that EP's still the same man he ever was?
Not the way you explain it. The only person I listen to now is you.
That's a big mistake. Come on, you must have learned something from your dad.
Too much. He says only God forgives. Man carries out the law.
You can't redeem history. You can't redeem anyone who uttered one syllable favoring the Holocaust concept. I think EP wants to be left alone with his thoughts. Ezra Pound wants to be quiet. Why don't you just leave him alone?
Yeah, leave him alone!
Mr. Greenhill? Have I booked you? God damn it, these days I forget so easily.
Time to go, Put.
Was the snow flying? With the wind whipping off the ice?
We can't wait for the weather.
Oh, if I ask for you, I suppose I'll have to come along. I'll just tell Olga where I'm going.
Don't disturb her when she's playing so well. That's the best I've heard her do the chaconne in a long time.
She'll worry.
Let her.
Borrowed this gondola? Don't like the somber hue of the paintwork, don't like the length of the oar, don't even like the flowers.
Get in.
At one time in my life, I saw the danger and abandoned words.
Hurry up. Get in.
I abandoned words for music. I taught myself to compose, like you, Mr. Greenhill. Now, as I said, you can say what you like. You don't have to mean a thing.
Sit down.
Then I taught myself to scout.
Are you going to talk the whole way?
Yup. I bought a chunk of marble, cheap. I can outdo Angelo, I said. I did a huge, blasted, ugly head. Had to give that up because I couldn't bear looking at it. Left it for the moss and the green slime and the pigeons. Then I made furniture. I sat on a chair I'd made myself. It didn't rock. It was a solid thing, doweled right through. Not a screw or a metaphor. But it was too hard. You couldn't sit on it for long. I left that behind on a moonlight flit. I did a drawing. It was so bad I used it to wipe my ass. I painted a picture in oils. We won't talk about what I did with that.
You did all this to try and master stone, wood, paint, canvas, vibrations in the air, all these inanimate things. Couldn't you have tried to rework the object of your hatred?
And lose them? I'd have been crazy.
You couldn't make anything new out of them? Well, I suppose they made something out of you. Was there any art form you didn't try?
Embroidery. I left that to those two scared old high Anglican maids, Elliot and Orton.
You said there are only 3 stories worth telling. The Great and Foolish War, coming home from the Great and Foolish War, and that leaves the last one, entering the underworld, and the people you put in there.
Oh, we'll get along somehow. I never wanted to be saved. I didn't want to be saved like money or some puling jackass Christian. I wanted to be spent, a bill that could not be redeemed, only put on the counter. That's why I always went back to words. Keep 'em coming, keep 'em going. Encourage the flow. As long as there are ears, there'll be eternity.
On this trip, it's customary to pay the penny in advance.
You've got £1 and you're asking for a penny?
You're not afraid?
Mr. Greenhill, I am no one now. A note freed from the stave. A prodigy freed from his prodigiousness. I ain't afraid of nothing.
In Pound on Mr. Greenhill by David Pownall, Richard Johnson played Ezra Pound, with Ronald Pickup as Mr. Greenhill and Claire Higgins as Olga Rudge. Allen Ginsberg was John Garasio, Caleb was Alan Marriott, Caleb's father, Zach Gold, Garrick Hagan, Caleb's mother, Liza Ross. Jane Quillette was Alice Arnold, and Geoffrey Quillette, Chris Pavlo. Pound on Mr. Greenhill was directed by Eoin O'Callaghan.
BBC.